What's up, home bartenders? It was my birthday recently and my family got me these 4 awesome Star Wars Tiki mugs. So we've got Chewbacca, we've got Darth Vader, a Scout Trooper, and Grogu from The Mandalorian. So I wanted to find Star Wars themed Tiki cocktails to make for all of these. So after a brief Google search, I came across this 3-year-old Reddit post from user named Captain Smitty, who had made 4 Star Wars themed Tiki cocktails for May the 4th. And they kind of lined up perfectly. He had made a Darth Vader one, a Chewbacca one, a Stormtrooper one, which we got a Scout Trooper, and a Boba Fett one, which, yeah, we're doing Grogu, but whatever. Mandalorian, it's sort of in the same vein, I suppose. They were in the same show. I'll wear the helmet while I make it. So anyways, I looked over the recipes. They look really good. I really want to try them out. So let's do that. I will leave a link to Captain Smitty's Reddit post in the description down below, as well as a link to his Instagram account where he posts a whole bunch of awesome Tiki cocktails. All right, let's do it. Guys, I'm gonna be using 5 of my homemade liqueurs and 1 homemade syrup in these recipes. So I'll make sure in the description, the recipe video for each of these will be posted. Starting with Darth Vader, this is the choking Aspirations. We want to start with some 151 Demerara rum using lemon heart, 2 ounces. After that, half an ounce of a dry curacao using Pierre Ferrand, of course. After that, we want some coffee liqueur. I'm using my homemade. The author did recommend Mr. Black. You know, of course, I can't get that in Canada. But there it is, 3/4 ounce of our coffee. A little bit of cinnamon syrup goes in next. Follow that up with some pineapple juice, lime juice, and we're gonna finish it off with a dash of Angostura. All right, all our cocktails today are going in the drink mixer, so get that in the tin, add some crushed ice, and blitz for about 6 seconds. We're gonna garnish this one with some pineapple fronds, a lime wheel, and a cinnamon stick. In the Darth Vader mug, this is the choking Aspirations.
Be careful not to choke on your aspirations, Director.
Ooh, some nice flavors going on there. You can definitely still pick up that 151. This is a potent drink. The coffee and pineapple. Coffee and pineapple work so well together. It does remind me a little bit of the Mr. Bali High, another great Tiki cocktail that uses coffee, well, it uses rum, but coffee and pineapple along with it. This one has the addition of cinnamon, very nice little touch. Ooh, I like it. It's potent and it's enjoyable and a great drink and worthy of the Darth Vader mug. Moving on. For the Trooper mug, we've got the Mind Trick. All right, starting this guy off with some rye whiskey. I like when Tiki cocktails kind of venture away from rum. I love rum, but sometimes it's nice to mix it up. 3/4 ounce of ginger syrup. The recipe said syrup. I'm using my homemade ginger liqueur. We're then gonna do some falernum. That one's also homemade. Make sure you check out my homemade liqueurs. Using lots of those today. All right, a little bit of orange juice, just half an ounce. And we want some lime juice as well. And finish this one off with a dash of orange bitters. All right, going in the tin, get some crushed ice. That one's also going in the drink mixer. Shaky, shaky, mixy, mixy. All right, in the mug and garnish with an orange slice and a cocktail umbrella. The Mind Trick.
Let me see your identification.
You don't need to see his identification.
We don't need to see his identification.
This is technically a Scout Trooper. They weren't seen until Return of the Jedi.
Go for help, go!
But it's always actually been my favorite Stormtrooper design. I love the helmets. Ooh, I like that. So it's rye whiskey and ginger. I use ginger liqueur. The recipe said ginger syrup, so mine will be slightly less sweet, but that's actually more the way I like cocktails. It almost has like penicillin vibes because of the ginger and the whiskey minus the smoke because it's not Scotch. The orange juice. Orange juice is not offensive here. I'm not a huge fan of orange juice in cocktails, but in this one, it's not a whole lot of it, so it is toned back. Yeah, this one just works. This is nice. Again, for an orange juice cocktail, I think the ginger and the orange juice work really well together, and it doesn't make the orange juice bad like, like I'm used to orange juice cocktails tasting. Ooh, another banger. Hey, Captain Smitty, you're on a roll here. These are great. Hey guys, we've made 2 Star Wars themed tiki cocktails using some awesome Star Wars mugs. We've got 2 more to go. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit that little bell so you're notified when we release new videos, which is every week, shorts and long form videos. All right guys, so let's get back to it. Let the Wookiee win for our Chewbacca mug. Starting this one with 1.5 ounces of a Puerto Rican aged rum. I'm using Bacardi 8. After that, we want an aged overproof Jamaican rum, and you know we're using Smith & Cross because it's the greatest rum. 1/2 ounce of that. All right, banana liqueur, 1/2 ounce homemade banana liqueur. Just 1/4 ounce of a creme de cacao. I will be making a homemade creme de cacao soon, just haven't gotten around to it yet. Some demerara syrup. Little bit of lemon juice in this one, mixing it up. And then black walnut bitters. I don't have those, but I've got these maple walnut bitters from a local distillery, Kinsip Distillery. Ice it up, drink mixer, mixy mix, into the absurdly large Chewbacca mug, and garnish with a mint sprig, a lime wheel, and ice all over the bar. This one looks awesome.
I suggest a new strategy, R2. Let the Wookiee win.
Oh, there's that banana. I love my homemade banana liqueur because it doesn't have that artificial banana flavor, which that I hate because it always brings me back to childhood. Those like those medicines, amoxicillin, I believe it was, that was banana flavored. Oh, it was the grossest crap. I never liked banana popsicles, banana ice cream, anything banana flavored growing up. I hated it because it made me think of that medicine. And when I first started making cocktails and I first bought my first banana liqueur and it was that flavor, I was like, oh, so put off. But then when I made my own, which I have a recipe for, so check it out, it's 10 times better. It's so good. It tastes like fresh bananas. And well, I checked the notes. I forgot there was a little bit of creme de cacao in here, and it does, just a hint of it, but it does kind of play well with that banana chocolate, a great combo. I am picking up the funk from that Smith & Cross Jamaican rum. Ooh, yeah. Definitely let the Wookiee win. For the Grogu mug, no disintegrations, wearing our Boba Fett helmet. All right, 2.5 ounces of aged rum agricole. I'm gonna do 1.5 ounces of St. James and 1 ounce of this unaged Savannah rum agricole. That one's really funky. I decided to do that because the St. James on its own is not that funky, so I wanted to give it some funk. A teaspoon of allspice dram, that's homemade. I'm gonna do about 1/8 ounce. So I didn't want to measure a teaspoon, especially wearing the helmet. Visibility is not great. 1/2 ounce of grenadine. 1/2 ounce of passion fruit syrup. I'm using homemade passion fruit liqueur. Once again, check out that recipe. Using lots of the homemade stuff today. 3/4 ounce of lime juice. And 1 ounce of soda water. Go. Finally, a couple dashes of Angostura bitters. And we're gonna do 2 dashes of absinthe. The recipe said 6 drops of Pernod, but I'm gonna do dashes of absinthe here. It's gonna give it a good kind of anise flavor. All right, mixy with the drink mixer. Into the Grogu mug. Garnish with a mint sprig, a lime wheel, and some Luxardo cherries.
You are free to use any methods necessary, but I want them alive. No disintegrations.
As you wish.
The No Disintegration, which is technically a Boba Fett themed cocktail, but it was the fourth one, and I have a Grogu mug, so that's what I went for. Boba Fett was in The Mandalorian, so it fits. Well, this is definitely the funkiest. So using that rum agricole, I haven't had too much experience. There's not a lot of rum agricoles available where I am. I've got the St. James rum agricole, but I find it very tame as opposed to like an unaged rum agricole, which is very earthy, very funky, almost like cachaça. So I was kind of, because this is really the only aged one I've ever had, I don't know if that's the flavor we're going for. It asks for 2.5 ounces. So 1.5 ounces of this and 1 ounce of this Savannah rum agricole, which is really funky. This is almost cachaça. Like it tastes almost identical to cachaça and very funky. So I decided to go, maybe I should have just went 1/2 ounce of that, but it does give us that funk. And then it does have a couple dashes of absinthe, which that anise flavor really pops through. I like the funk flavor, but it's overpowering. The passion fruit and the grenadine are kind of getting lost. I am picking up the allspice because that's also a potent flavor. So I'm getting the funk from that earthy funk from the agricole. I'm getting the licorice anise from the absinthe, and then the spice from the allspice, and struggling to get kind of the fruitiness from the passion fruit and the grenadine. That might have been my mistake with choosing these rums, but overall it's still a pretty good drink. If you like funky, this is funky. All right, guys, we made 4 awesome Star Wars themed tiki cocktails. Now we have to rate them. In first place, I'm gonna give it to Let the Wookiee Win. It's just a great combo. That banana chocolate works really well. That little bit of Smith & Cross funk. Yeah, that's just a fantastic combination right there. So yeah, give this one a try. You don't need to have a Wookiee mug. Give that drink a try. In second place, I think I'm gonna give it to the Choking Aspirations. I really like the coffee and pineapple combination. Again, I like the Mr. Bali High. That is one of my favorite tiki cocktails. Even though I didn't include it in my top 10 tiki cocktails, check out that video. But it is a really good one. This is kind of in that same vein. I like that the addition of cinnamon is really nice. So that's a great one. Third place, I'm gonna give it to, oh my God, the Mind Trick. Yeah, interesting, because usually I'm not a fan of anything with orange juice. I find orange juice just ruins cocktails. But in this one, the orange and the ginger, it really just works. And it's really nice. And then in last place, I'm gonna give it to the No Disintegrations. Again, this might be my mistake with the really, really potent rum agricole that I use. Maybe using just the St. James would have been better. But I'm not the biggest fan of absinthe. I do like that. I do like the funk flavor. Like, I'm enjoying it. I just don't know if I would make it again because of that heavy absinthe and that heavy rum agricole, and it kind of buries the passion fruit and the grenadine. But again, maybe I used the wrong rum, so that might be on me. Overall, guys, I really enjoyed these 4 cocktails, and the experience of enjoying these cocktails is made even better when you drink them in a funky mug such as these. That's the fun thing about tiki, guys, is it's not just about the cocktails, but it's the full experience. You get a funky mug, you have a lavish garnish with like, a bunch of fruit, and sometimes there's fire and pineapple fronds or mint and our little umbrellas. It's just a lot of fun. Shout out to Captain Smitty on Reddit. These are fantastic cocktails. Definitely, like I mentioned earlier, I will link to his post below. I will also link to his Instagram. Give him a follow. Guys, if you want my top 10 tiki cocktails of all time, check out this video right here. Otherwise, I have an entire playlist of tiki cocktails. We did a whole bunch of tiki cocktails from Smuggler's Cove and other ones. I've got a playlist of tiki cocktails right here. You can check out that. Otherwise, guys, let's grab Chewie here. We will see you in the next one. May the Force be with you. Cheers.